that there is nothing holding you back in life. Nothing holds you back. Here is a fact, and all of you know this, but I'm still going to tell it to you so that you walk out of this room knowing this fact. आप में से एक भी इंसान जिंदगी में भूखा नंगा नहीं मरने वाला. हम में से कोई भी इस जिंदगी में भूखा नंगा नहीं मरने वाला. We were born in enough privilege, and we have enough here and here to make a livelihood and live this life. So the only thing that will make your life miserable is your own desire to get to a certain point and not getting there. That's it. And think about that. If you were to, not because you're not ambitious, not because you're not capable, not because you're not worthy of growth or anything, but if you were to liberate yourself from any goal or target that the world has set for you, 25 में नौकरी, 30 में शादी, 35 तक बच्चे, 40 तक घर, 45 तक ये, these milestone based life templates that have been given to us. If you were to free yourself from that and recognize कि आपका downside capped है, आपकी downside completely capped है, कोई भूखा नंगा सड़कों पे नहीं मरने वाला है, then just free yourself. And I'm not saying don't set a goal or a target. Don't be attached to it so that it becomes your only identity. Don't be like this is my only wajud. Don't be like क्योंकि मैंने 30 तक ये नहीं किया मैं एक failure हूँ. How does it even matter? How does it matter? And that goes back to something that I mentioned at Sandeep's show as well. I went to his show when I'm 42. He's invited guests who are like 25, 26. And there could be multiple people saying, अरे 26 साल के गेस्ट को ले आया, मैं 40 साल मैंने जिंदगी में क्या ही उखाड़ लिया, अभी तक नहीं गया, look at them, killing it, making it happen, living in FOMO, perpetual FOMO. You open up Instagram, somebody's killing it, somebody's making it happen, somebody's doing something that you wanted to do and you're feeling shitty about your life. लेकिन मेरे डेथ बेड पे मैं दुनिया को सिर्फ यही बता रहा हूँ, अगर बता भी रहा हूँ, most likely नहीं, but अगर बता रहा हूँ तो यही बता रहा हूँ कि I went on Sandeep Maheshwari's show. And that's the same thing that every 27-year-old will also say. We won't be exchanging, oh, tu kab kiya? It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. It is irrelevant when you achieve what you want to achieve as long as you get there. And can you for a second close your eyes and imagine how beautiful life would be if you were to free yourself from the pressure of getting to a certain point by a certain time. Imagine how light would you feel about life. That is what I want you to feel. That is what I want you to feel. Because when you get to that point, you surprisingly win over everything and everyone. क्योंकि हमने ये सीखा है कि सिर्फ एक ही इंसान है जिससे पूरी दुनिया को डर लगता है. वो इंसान जिसको किसी चीज से भी डर नहीं लगता. That's it. That is it. And that's नहीं, वो पिचिंग कर नहीं रहे. वो पता क्या हो रहा है? वो उधर है. उन्हें दिख गया है कि श्रेया सुन सकती है. एक गायत्री की तूने नाक देखी है? वो बड़े होके इतनी खूबसूरत बुढ़िया बनने वाली है ना. वो जो होते नहीं है एकदम पार्क में जो बच्चों पे चिल्लाते रहते हैं यहाँ पे.
अच्छा एक बात बताइए.
नहीं मैं एक दूसरा सवाल नहीं ले सकता. हाँ प्लीज.
अच्छा आप बोल रहे थे कि
Can you pass the mic to your friend now? What is your name?
myself मीनाक्षी.
मीनाक्षी.
Yeah.
इसमें से कितना सच था?
मेरी फ्रेंड कभी झूठ नहीं बोलती है. The bro code.
My God, this is so well played. This is so well played. This is really, really good. Hi. What is your name?
Shreyal.
Shreyal. Nice to meet you, Shreyal.
Thank you.
So that पता चल जाए कि Snapchat उसी का है.
I honestly don't have a question because I think that
मैं आपको बिल भेज रहा हूँ श्रेय. इसके लिए मैं चार्ज करता हूँ.
but I have a friend who has a company.
अगर ये गंदा सवाल हुआ.
No, it's a very nice promise, I swear. So I used to work there and means I'm currently working there. मतलब
आएगा या जवाब ही नहीं आएगा? Is that how you're going to learn? You don't know how to approach a stranger and ask for a favor or help. Is that how you're going to grow? You don't know what it is to fail in life, and that's why you would avoid failure. That's not how it works. Don't make yourself comfortable. It's beautiful to have a comfortable life, but it's disastrous to optimize for your comfort. Two very different things. Don't get comfortable. And when you combine these three things, spending time with people who are nothing like you, people who broaden your horizon, tell you about a world that you had no idea about, make you look at something that you had never looked at, you do it in a manner that you never feel entitled, that you never feel that, अरे मैं खुदा हूँ और लोग मेरे पास आएंगे and will make these things happen, and you will do it in a manner that you will never ever get comfortable. You have a potent mix. A mix that doesn't require any goal, any target. It will set you up for life in a way that you could not have predicted. And I am a living example of that. And I'm not the only example of that. If at the age of 24 I was approached by some random dude and he's like, hey, what's up, Ankur? I'm from the future. Time travel invent ho chuka hai. I know you dropped out of physics right now, but that would make you happy. I'm like, yeah, dude, that's awesome. Where are you from? Like, I'm from the year 2023. Do you want to know what's happening in 2023? I'm like, sure, tell me. Like, you will not believe this. There'll be some 8 million people who will follow you on something called social media. अभी तक आया नहीं है, लेकिन जब आएगा ना दुनिया हिला देगा. And you would have written these 2 books. जिसका नाम मैं ले नहीं सकता हूँ क्योंकि मैं थोड़ा इज्जत वाला हूँ, लेकिन they will be like national bestsellers and people will rave about it. It will be pirated. सड़कों पे बिक रही होगी, and you will be Instagram the shit up. Because there's nothing that I could have done as a goal, as a target, as a plan to get me to this point. There's nothing that I could have. And when I reflect upon it, and this is just the wisdom of a 42-year-old, take it for what it's worth. You have no choice but to believe me or to move out of this hall saying this was bullshit, and I respect that. Is that when you sign up for a way of living life, a temperament, a mindset that you authentically believe in, that comes naturally to you, you set yourself up for goals and targets that you could never, ever have imagined for yourself. And that is life. Life isn't about having this super awesome plan that you keep checking how entitled you are. And guess what? All of you are. Because you go back the last 24 hours and count the number of times you complained about random shit in life. Swiggy, Zomato late हो गया है. इंटरनेट फास्ट नहीं है. ऑफिस में इतनी ठंड है कि जैकेट पहननी पड़ती है. बस लेट आ रही है. उबर ओला कैंसिल कर रहे हैं. फेयर. And he goes, fuck man, आज फिर से दाल मखनी है. And I stood there stunned. आर्यन अपने कान खोल सकते हो आप? ये कैसे सुनेगा? मम्मा खोल. I don't see shades of red and green. I'm colorblind. 10% of the world is actually going to do that. that's what we do every day. When you open up social media, Instagram, Twitter, Discord, whatever is it that you fancy, you don't see shit that you don't agree with. No. You read things that you believe in. The algorithm is saying loudly, जो तुम्हें पता है ना, वो सच है. ये देखो, वो सब झूठ बोल रहे हैं. ये देखो. Everything that we believe in, hi-fi, is the truth. Every belief of us is the truth. You don't have to challenge anything. You don't have to change your opinion. What you know is the truth. And that's how we live our life. We live life with people and opinions who are like us. And that boxes us. That's it. It just closes us. Because if you spend time with people who are nothing like you, people who have a different opinion than you, people who look at the same thing as you do, but have a different view of it, you will learn something that you don't. You will learn something new about the world that you don't. How many engineers in the house? Wrong question to ask in Pune, but sure. What are the others doing in Pune? क्या करते हो तुम? A long time. And that's what I want to share with all of you. And you're like, इतनी देर से फिर बकवास क्यों कर रहे हो? We are told that to win in life, you have to have one thing, a plan. Every one of you is told that. Every one of you perhaps has a plan for your life. Whether you believe in that plan or not, whether the plan is working or not, that's different. But you believe every single day because you told that कि जब तक जिंदगी में plan नहीं है, goal नहीं है, target नहीं है, तुम कुछ नहीं उखाड़ पाओगे. होना जरूरी है. And I had a plan for my life. I had a plan which was as good as a plan can ever get. I had a plan which I knew I could accomplish. A plan that would change everything about me and my life and my family's life. A plan that I was doing well on. A plan that was within my reach. A plan that I knew for a fact I could deliver. Everything that you would call part of a great plan was part of my plan. And yet, life punched me hard in my face. Said, oh, you think you have a plan? I have a plan for you. And I want to see how you react to that plan. So when I came back from the US, dropping out of my PhD at the age of 24, I had two choices. Choice one, which is what the world was telling me. कोई बात नहीं दोस्त. Plan A नहीं काम किया. Plan B. Plan B doesn't work. Plan C. Plan C doesn't work. Plan D. But always have a plan. Always have a plan. But I didn't have a basis for a plan. My best ever plan had gotten destroyed in front of my eyes. तो मैं किस बुनियाद पे एक नया प्लान बनाता? कोई नहीं था, कुछ नहीं था. I knew nothing about myself or what could happen to me for me to come up with another plan. So because I did not have any choice, I asked myself the second question, and I'm so glad that I did. Is there a way to live life without a plan? Is it possible to live life without a plan? And if yes, how would that plan look like? How would that life look like? How would that planless life's plan look like? And here's what I found. There are 3 components to it which have helped me. That doesn't mean these are the only 3 components that will help you. But what I do know for a fact and a certainty is that I have not had a plan or a goal or a target for my life for the last 17 years. Like if I were to step into a corporate interview and it's like, where do you see yourself, Ankur, 5 years from now? My answer would be, I don't know. But I'm okay with that. I don't know where I will be 5 years from now, but I'm okay with that. Because what I do know is that I have something in me that gets me to behave and operate in a way that gets me to places that I could not have imagined for myself. Here are the 3 things, and you have to find your own. Number 1, go back to the day you joined your college. Go back to the day you joined your company. Or Go back to the evening at about 4:15, 4:30 when you were waiting in line, you looked around, or maybe when you entered this hall, you looked around, you saw people from all walks of life, people who look different. They speak differently, they dress differently, they have different experiences from you, they have a very different worldview than you, they have a completely different personality from you. And the first thing you do when you are in a group of people who are very different from you is to look for people who are like you. That's it. That's what you do. The first day of college, the first day of your company, the first day of anything where you're surrounded by people, you're looking for people who are like you. And I saw that. I saw that at ISB. The first week I went in, people are forming these groups. Engineers with engineers, mechanical with mechanical, chemical with chemical, Delhi with Delhi, Malviya Nagar with Malviya Nagar, Pune with Pune, Bombay with Bombay, South Bombay with South Bombay. Alag hai. Doctors with doctors, lawyers with lawyers. That was not an intentional joke. Which makes it so funny. You guys like, that's so true. And everyone wanted to belong. Everyone was forming these groups. Everyone wanted to hang out with each other. So why don't you do what most confused people do? Go get an MBA. How many MBAs in the house? Baaki log haath nahi utha rahe. Giving a cat, like, that's the standard thing for MBAs. We joined that program because we have no idea what to do with our life. But I didn't want to do that. I had seen my friends go for an MBA program, those 2 years of time, mehnat, energy, paisa and all those. So as luck would have it, I come across this rather young school. It's 5 years old. It's an insanely expensive program, but it's a 1-year program, which is awesome. I wouldn't have to spend 2 years in figuring whether that was the right program for me or not. And the best thing about it was that if I were to get through that program, I would have a class of people who had real work experience. Because I had none. I knew nothing about the world. I knew nothing about the real world. I knew nothing about what sales is, what marketing is, what finance is, what HR is. In the country we begin to see it's a superpower is that it tells us when to study, when not to study, what not to study, how much before the exam do you need to study, what do you exactly have to say because you've gone through the last 10-year question papers to know what is going to come in that 3-hour examination, to know exactly how much you will score right after the examination is over and know where your rank will be. It is a superpower.